Hello! Welcome in. Welcome to a little bit of fun with a different game. This is Ball Pit, or it will be once it loads onto the screen. I'm not certain if my camera is quite in the right place for this game. We'll have to see where things go, because all of the choices appear on the left-hand side, so I might actually move that. Yeah, bring all of this over here, maybe? Does that seem good? We'll keep it there for now. We'll see how things go with it there. But yeah, this is a fun little game that I was playing a little bit off stream and decided to make it a stream game because it's going to take over my life otherwise. So, we will be back to Hollow Knight another time. I need to make sure that it knows where my controller is. That's a concern. Huh. Okay. Weird. Now it's completely lost the controller. So, yeah, cursor moving out of this is not a good idea. Let me restart real quick. I think because I was, like, goofing around with stuff. That's probably why it's messed up. Okay, cool. Is this controller on the game? It's a PC game, so keyboard and mouse is also supported. There we go. All right, it's moving now. Is the audio level okay? It seems fine in OBS. We'll see. If it feels too loud, too quiet, let me know. I will change that. I'm starting a fresh game, fresh file. I played maybe like 2-3 hours of this and decided it should be fun to play on stream. So here we go. The story of this game is very light, and it's a little apocalyptic, it turns out. Babylon has fallen. A pit is all that remains. And of course we have built an elevator that goes into this pit. And that's where we're headed. Now treasure seekers flock to explore the depths. Like the music? Yeah, it's pretty epic sounding. Yeah, no, so the executable for this game is called balls.exe, so that should give you some idea of how silly this is. So you move around, you aim with right trigger, and you shoot, or you aim with right stick, you shoot with right trigger. It has an auto-fire mode as well. You can collect these little blue gems to gain XP, which levels up your character and gives them more upgrades. So you have one, like, feature ball that you're throwing at stuff, and you also have the little white baby balls as well. And you can press Y to toggle auto-fire, which I'm probably going to do for the majority of this, because just running around and being able to control everything else is cool. So you have stats as well. Endurance handles life, strength is how much damage the feature balls get, leadership, I think, is how many baby balls you have. Speed is about movement, dexterity is about fire rate, and intelligence, I think, has something to do with the upgrades you get. So these are all of the little upgrades. This is a new ball. There are passives as well, so there's like a variety of stuff. And it kind of plays out like Vampire Survivors, where you sort of have to find the synergies between certain weapons and just avoid swarms of enemies from completely taking over. The problem right now is that a lot of these enemies are getting towards the bottom of the screen, and when they do that, they injure you. So you kind of got to take them out before they get there. They do like a little bit of damage, but we're going to find some ways to get around that. I'm not getting too much in the way of the other balls that I prefer to use, but we'll hopefully get one of those when we level up next. There we go. Now you're talking. So I think we're going to go with Burn for this one. And then once we grab one of these are little power-ups that level up your equipment one or more times, allow you to combine fully upgraded equipment, and even evolve fully upgraded equipment, so combine two to make a completely different one that you couldn't get just by buying an upgrade. So that's going to make things a little bit more powerful for us. We now have Burn as well, so we can set these enemies on fire and they take damage over time. It's a fun little game. It's a fun little game. It's been fun to just kind of like play this idly. And we're going to start to do a little bit more damage as we go here. So I've gotten to the point where I've unlocked a few different characters in my casual playthrough of this, but this is what I'm going to consider my first, like, proper playthrough because it's on stream. Wind Ball I didn't really mess with too much. It deals less damage, but it passes through enemies and it slows them down. And I feel like having something that passes through enemies is probably a good thing because a lot more enemies show up on screen after a while, and having the ball that goes through them is good. I'm also not all that great at, like, catching the balls as they return, which I think just allows you to fire them faster, and there are some power-ups that give you a bonus for catching and then sending them out again right away, so there's a possibility to do that a little bit later as I get better at the game. Oh, Ethereal Cloak is an interesting one. This can kind of make or break a playthrough, because if you have a lot of AoE stuff, because it actually sends every ball through the enemies and not just the ones that have that specific property, it's really good at clearing like a full board of enemies like this, because it's dealing damage to everything, even like the ones towards the back, but that means the balls don't come back to you and fire again, so if there's stuff like further down the board towards you, it can be really difficult to deal with it. But I think we should be able to clear stuff out a little bit effectively this time. That's the Ghost Ball, which is not going to make any difference. I don't really like any of these, so I'm going to use the money that was required to re-roll. That's much better. Earthquake sounds great. Now we're in business. And now we have a couple of the balls that we should be able to upgrade. These guys always drop really big gems right next to them, but if the enemies get too close to you, they deal damage, so I'm trying to avoid that if possible. Let's upgrade Slingshot. Sure, why not? Yeah, and this is the part where this becomes a bit of a problem, because I want to make sure that the guy in the middle, because he's huge, takes a lot of damage, but the ball back here is just going to be dealing damage to the guys behind him. So I need to make sure he takes a lot of damage. And these guys down here are getting, like, way closer, but all of the balls are going through them, and so that's actually a little bit difficult to deal with. Oh, Magic Staff is good. Baby Rattle is also good, because you get way more baby balls as a result of that. Good, okay, we cleared the like, mini-boss. That's like a third of the way through the course. And if we get more levels up, let's go Earthquake. Let's see if we can grab as many of these as possible before we get our next fusion. No, we're going to just do that. Let's upgrade all of our little guys if we can. Oh, that was great. Okay, we got 4 upgrades. And now this one should allow us to evolve. So we can combine Earth and Fire, which should get us Magma. Yeah! Which looks just like a magma block from Minecraft. Let's upgrade Baby Rattle, and then some of those, like, base balls actually become available again. So you can double down on the fire if you want to, but I think once you've got one of each effect, it's usually best to see what else is available. Played a way less fancy version of this with a million ads on mobile. Yeah, this is quite similar to a game called Breakout that I've heard about, but I've not played myself. But it's like roguelike Breakout or roguelike Space Invaders, more or less. Oh, finally. Okay, cool. Lasers are my favorite thing. As soon as I saw anybody else playing this and they got the lasers power-ups, I was just like, lasers just mean you win. There's obviously a little bit of nuance to it, like where you fire stuff, but yeah, the lasers are really, really solid. Especially if you get a combination of the horizontal laser and the vertical laser, because then you get one that basically does both. But lasers, when you can pass through enemies, like lasers with this ethereal cloak, just means everything becomes super chaotic and very, very good. Alright, we can fuse 2, because you can only carry basically 8 different balls, and so that includes passives as well. So eventually you have to combine them just so you can get a little bit of space for new stuff to arrive. Otherwise, the only thing you can claim when you level up is resources. Let's upgrade... Oh, I really wish I still had Bleed, because Hemorrhage is very good. Let's go Vertical Laser, though. I don't think we'll be able to get Holy Laser for this run through, but we'll see. We'll see if it comes up. We might get lucky. This guy's already on fire, which is great news for us. But this is the part where it becomes very important that we deal a lot of damage to this guy, because balls can pass through him, it actually gets kind of difficult to deal consistent damage to one big enemy like this. Okay, we level up again. We got freeze. I'm going to hold out for horizontal laser. I need to target this guy with something. Thank you, God. Okay. Like, I need to target that guy with something, otherwise he's just never going to get killed. Likewise, that guy. Thank you. Just trying to claim as much of the gems as I can so we can get another level up. Okay, we have Ghost. We can level 3 Magma. We can get Vampire. I don't think we want Vampire. Let's just put level 3 on Magma. And now I just have to hope that this guy gets killed before we do. But that's not looking all that likely at this point. Yeah, no, he's going to deal too much damage to me unless he dies in like the next 2 seconds. Go on. I think we're dead. Yep. Oh, unfortunate. And he died right then as well. Like a stray ball hit him. Okay, no worries. So we didn't win our first run, but you get the general idea, right? Now we return to the base. And the cool thing about the base is that we have a little building mechanic here. We can plant some wheat fields. We can plant some forests. And then we can send our guys out to harvest them. We only get one harvest within a certain amount of time. We don't have any wood, so we can't make boulders. But as you go, you unlock different blueprints for structures that you can build here. And so if we place like a couple more wheat fields, we don't have enough wheat for another forest. So let's start with like 3 wheat fields. And the cool thing about this is that the mechanics of the base and resource gathering work the same way as the game that we're playing in the pit, where you send these guys off and you kind of play Breakout with all of the resources as well. And as you get more characters, you get basically more balls to go around the screen gathering stuff for you. And so that allows me to gather enough resources that I can build another forest, for example. And we'll get enough wood that we can get hold of some boulders and get stone from that. But then the harvest phase only happens every time you come back from a mission into the pit. So you kind of have a little bit of control over that. You can also expand your territory, and there's like a 5x5 grid of plots that you can buy. So this can get pretty big. But we're just going to go back down into the pit, and we'll see if we get any better luck this time. Because it's, roguelike battle Breakout is kind of the idea. And every time you take a character down into the pit, they get XP, they can level up a little bit between runs, you improve their stats, and you'll start to get buildings that will help upgrade their stats as well. So even with characters who don't have any specific like skills or start with the best upgrades, you will find a way to get around. Balls deal 150% damage, but damage decays by 30% each time they bounce. Is not my favorite thing. None of these are really great, actually, so I might oh, we can't re-roll because I have no gold. Rubberhead Bandit is then. Because then if we just, like, bounce everything up these alleys to the side, then that means they get a lot more bouncing done, which means we get a very, very fast uptick in the amount of damage we can deal. Hopefully it's going to be enough. I really need something else that's going to give me a feature ball I can use. Because these big guys coming through here, it's not looking great, but no, we're good. We're good, okay. Finally, right. Burn and Earthquake deal the same base damage, but I think we'll probably do Earthquake for now, just for the AoE. And then we'll either look for Ethereal Cloak or Ghost. Alright, we can just upgrade those first 3. Nice, okay, we got 2 upgrades on that one. It's always the worst when you pick one of those up and it gives you, like, 1 point of upgrade. There are some of these builds that, if you end up with a ton of baby balls, it can be really, really effective. I'm kind of surprised that the Broodmother one didn't show up on the first run, because that one's pretty regularly a feature of these early runs. I've seen some absurd combinations of stuff when I've watched other streamers. There's a horizontal laser that we wanted from the last time. Alright, let's see if we can get some more levels on these. Okay, literally just one. It's so anticlimactic when you get like one level. It's kind of the worst. Try and aim in towards these little like clusters of enemies, but I don't want to leave any of them isolated at the bottom. There we go. It's always so satisfying when it gets really, really close, but then you get one upgrade that completely changes everything, and then suddenly, like, you nail it. I'm torn between these two. We're gonna go with Egg Sack, because you can end up with some really cool combinations with Egg Sack and other balls. If you end up with, like, Egg Sack and Laser together, then anything the extra baby balls hit also has the laser power to it, and that can be absurdly powerful. Nice, that's not bad. There we go. Now the effects are starting. Now the chain reaction happens. You'll also notice that we're picking up resources from the ground as we go here, like there's wheat and wood, and occasionally stone will pop up on the field. So you can gather resources as you're playing the battle part of the game as well. This time we don't have Ethereal Cloak, so we can focus fire on this guy if we want to. Although obviously it's going to be way better if we can shoot from the side, because then we get more bounces because our balls hit sooner and some of them just obtain ludicrous speed. There we go, nice. Alright, let's get all these upgrades done. And then grab this fusion, if I can get it, there we go. And now if we fuse Laser and Egg Sack, we get some kind of ridiculous combinations. So this, yeah, spawn balls from Egg Sack have the same properties as Horizontal Laser, which is wicked. Oh, and this actually turns out to be pretty good if you can basically, like, clear out the side like this, and then just attack everything from the left-hand side. You get so many good, like, crit damage procs. 30% chance of crit is pretty good. And if you have AoEs going up one side, then, yeah, it turns out this is a pretty decent strat. Because then, of course, the bosses are going to have a left side and a right side. We can manage. I don't know if the lasers necessarily count as hitting the left side. They're kind of an AoE rather than a left side versus right side thing. We only get a couple of upgrades from this one, unfortunately, because all of our stuff is at level 3 or higher. And it's looking like it's getting pretty crowded here, but hopefully we can break through some of this. Yeah, they're gaining so much HP because they're, like, higher levels now. We're not even going to make it to the mini-boss this time. Ew, yikes. Just didn't quite pick the right combos. Well, I don't know, we're making some headway here. Probably not enough, though. Yeah, no, we got. No worries. Yeah, fusing power-ups is neat. This is what I've gathered Vampire Survivors is like. When it's, I think we'll go with Woodmaster. All of the kind of, like, synergy of the different weapons and the stuff that you can combine and things. So we didn't get any blueprints yet, so the only things we can build are these little resource caches. I think we're probably going to stick with what we've got for now. But later on we'll find that we're running out of certain resources. Can I build... I can't build boulders yet. You can also rearrange these and you can dismantle them for gold, so if I dismantle a wheat field, then we could have enough money to place a boulder, but it's not going to do us any good until next time, so let's keep going. This game a roguelike? Yes, it is. Or roguelite, or however you want to term it. Like when the balls get stuck at the back, sometimes it can be really good, and sometimes it can be really frustrating because you can't fire at anything at the front anymore. Anytime you see an exclamation mark above an enemy's head, that means they're about to attack you if you stay near them, so you've got to stay away. And here is Broodmother. Broodmother is finally joining the party. There are some combinations that don't necessarily have like an evolved upgrade, and there are some that have the synergy that they become something completely different. Broodmother and Egg Sac is one of those. Do we want to go with Ethereal Cloak now? I think yes, because stuff like Broodmother, if it hits multiple enemies, can be really effective. If it has a chance to like spawn multiple additional baby balls if it hits an enemy, and it's going to hit that many enemies because it's going through them, see, we clear the field. I love that. When you catch a special ball, shoot 1 to 3 new baby balls in random directions. I think I'll stick with upgrading these for now, because we're about to get more upgrades anyway, so if we get extra levels, that means one of them is closer to fusion or evolution. Yeah, now the field goes kind of wild, because there's all of these extra ones flying around. I love that. Alright, I'm going to try and get another upgrade quickly here. 40% bonus damage until they hit the back of the field, so we should be aiming at the walls, ideally. Let's upgrade Bleed, and then hopefully we can fuse this. Yeah, there we go. We can evolve this to get Leech. The characters do get a little bit stronger each run. As you gain XP, the XP like levels them up a little bit. They get extra strength or extra leadership, which means they get more baby balls they can fire, and there's different advantages to each character, which will become a bit clearer once we've unlocked a couple more of them. We're getting lasers basically whenever they come up. I see no point in avoiding the lasers, especially when they can do stuff like that. Because Ethereal Cloak plus laser is absurd. Alright, that's looking good. Maybe we can get more levels on these. Looks like a fancy version of the game all my phone ads are promoting. Yeah, it does kind of remind me of a mobile game or a Switch game. It feels like a little bit more portable of an experience or something, but... do we want to go Rubber Headband? I think we want to go Earthquake. I think I need AoEs if we've got Ethereal Cloak going on. Okay, now it's time to start bouncing balls off the walls. Try and get them to pass through the boss character like multiple times, ideally. Hitting enemies in the back increases crit chance. We get another Broodmother possibility, or we get fire rates. I think maybe we'll go with this. I haven't tried Ruby Hilted Dagger that much. Isn't looking too bad. If you hear that noise, it means I'm getting too close to the boss enemy. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, lightning or burn. I think lightning. And there we go. We get the sheriff's office, so we can build a structure at town that's going to unlock a new character. Let's upgrade vertical laser and see if we get some more levels. Back crit along with Ethereal Cloak seems awesome. Yeah, I think it's going to work out quite well for us here. I just need to make sure that some of those balls actually come back. Okay, we get level up. Ooh, Warhorn. Yes. That I'm all about. Anytime you get Broodmother or Egg Sac and then you get Warhorn, it means all the baby balls do like a ton of extra damage. I'm sure this game could be incredibly like skill-based if you wanted to get very good at like aiming at precise places. I kind of want to go with this, but I also don't want to leave like no space for, I don't know, Maybe we'll fuse 2 here. Oh, wait, we can't because we don't have anything that's level 3 yet. Alright, we got some decent upgrades there, though. Because then we hit them in the back and the front and we get crits both times. I feel like that's pretty helpful. There's one passive that's like a spear that I think deals more damage if they're like in the same column as you or something like that. But I feel like I run all over the place trying to pick up these gems, so I need like a magnet or something to really help with that. So we have back crit and front crit. Both of which are doing pretty well. Let's upgrade lightning. See if we can fuse that with... Let's have lightning leech. And then try and leave a space open for the other laser. I really want to be able to get horizontal and vertical laser. We seem to be doing reasonably well with this combo. We're clearing the field pretty well. Oh, I just ran straight into that guy. Yeah, we're getting good damage on him because of the crits, which I think is very good. Okay, let's upgrade Earthquake. Because we'll have another buy coming pretty soon. Trying to grab as many gems as I can so we can get another upgrade. Okay, we'll go with freeze, because maybe we can freeze this guy if he's getting close to the bottom of the screen. Yes, okay, good. Alright, that's further than we've got before. Let's go with fishing for now. I'll probably regret this. 3 is fine. And then we can upgrade that. Yeah, I really should have gone with fusion. I just wanted to hold out for the lasers, but I have no space for the lasers. Yeah, the bar on the right-hand side I'm kind of covering up with the webcam, but that's basically the progress through the level. I could probably move my webcam like a little bit to the left, and that might show a little bit more of what's going on, because there are 2 exclamation marks on there that are basically the mini-bosses, and then the big boss shows up at the end of the level. Yeah, see, now it's just offering me resources, which we'll go with wood, because we need a bit of that to start with here. And these little potion bottles mean I can heal, which is nice. I just want one of them to drop another fusion core. Just to kill that guy, there we go. If we can get to the boss of this area, I'm pretty sure we can win. Because Ethereal Cloak absolutely stomps this boss, which is part of the reason I've been choosing it. Okay, here we go. We can get Freeze Ray, or we can get... I think it's called Blizzard. I think Freeze Ray is going to be a good one, because I don't think we're going to get the laser upgrade. But I think Freeze Ray will be good at this boss, so... We have a laser ball still in play. Let's upgrade this. Okay, one guy hit me there, but it's not a problem. If we kill this last guy... Okay, he's just gonna... That's fine. The rest of the field looks like it's gonna be manageable. Okay, and we have potions as well, which is nice. Oh, we get another vertical laser again. You know what? Let's bring vertical lasers into it a second time. Alright, big boss time. And this shouldn't be too difficult, but you'll see why this guy is a boss in a second. Gotta get rid of these last few stragglers. And then all of these gems and stuff should collect into me once the boss battle starts. There we go. Except for that one over there. No, we got that too. Alright, so normally you have to hit this guy's crown, and his body acts as like a barrier, but if you have Ethereal Cloak, it means it just goes straight through his body and hits him. So, despite the fact that we're having to dodge all of these arrows, which I'm really bad at because I'm not good with bullet hell games, he's already most of the way dead. He has a whole phase where he, like, summons guys and stuff. We're probably going to skip that. Oh, no, there they are. Well, more targets for vertical laser. There we go. He dead. Yeah. Alright, we got some structure blueprints. We got our upgrades. Very nice. Very nice. And we found one gear. So the gears are what you need to upgrade the lift and unlock more levels. I like it gives you a little match report at the end here. It's like, what did the most damage? Like, what was your best, like, DPS thing? And baby balls were really holding their own in that one. But, yeah, it turns out lightning leech and the freeze ray are pretty good at what they do as well. Alright, GG. Now comes the important phase. Oh, we unlock new upgrades as well. And we need to build the sheriff's office. And that immediately unlocks a new character. But other upgrades that we will get at certain points, other structures we can build, we can do that with this once we have enough stone. Those basically require us to hit the structure multiple times in order to build them. So we've got a couple of boulders. We can also, if we want to, which I might if we have the resources, yeah, we can upgrade stuff like forests, so then we can hit them multiple times. We can also upgrade these wheat fields so that they give us more resources when it comes to the harvest phase, which we should be able to start now. So now we have two balls. Both the little knight and the sheriff get to explore that whole area. We didn't manage to hit both of the boulders because I upgraded this whole thing, but yeah, we're going to rearrange things so the houses are towards the back. And the buildings actually have synergy, so you can build stuff next to each other, and it... some of them have, like, ways to passively farm crops and stuff, so it kind of becomes a bit more like an idle game. And we're going to take the sheriff down to the pit this time, because he has a slightly different moveset to the knight. He has a faster fire rate. He also auto-fires regardless of whether you have auto-fire toggled or not. He starts with burn instead of bleed. And he also moves at full speed even when he's shooting, which other characters actually get like a speed debuff when they're firing. So this allows you to run around and pick up gems real quick. I'm going to go with Pressure Valve. Causes enemies to deal AoE damage to their neighbors when they explode and die. Sheriff is not my favorite character, but I think he's probably my second favorite. We'll go with Freeze. The thing about the passives, they're really useful a lot of the time, but they also can't be combined all that often. Like, they don't combine nearly as often as the balls do. There's no fusions between them, there's only evolutions in some cases, but very rarely from what I've seen. Yeah, that's working pretty well, I think. Pressure Valve seems to be a pretty good upgrade. And let's go with Broodmother because... yeah, that's working for us. That's working for us. Very cool. All of those extra baby balls dealing damage means that the pressure valve explosions are going to happen way more often. We got horizontal lasers, which means we could get freeze ray as well. But I might once again hold out for vertical lasers as well if I can. Nice. I wonder if intelligence as a stat has anything to do with you getting multiple upgrades from the fusion reactors. It might be something along those lines. Chain reaction. Nice. We'll go with magic staff because that means the laser and the freeze are going to do a little bit more. This should, if we're able to complete this round, unlock our next level so we can progress through the levels a little bit more. It's not just going to be this level all of the time. Although in my off-stream playthrough of this, I did end up playing this level with all of the characters just to kind of get used to how they work. Get them some early levels. Alright, here's our first mini-boss. I'll probably adjust the camera angle after this as well. Or the camera position, rather. Nice. Oh, and freeze means he stays at the top of the field, which is quite nice. I don't really feel like Silver Bullet right now. Thematic though it is for our gunslinger here. Don't want to fill up my board with passives. Grab that as well, I believe. Oh, yeah, that seems good for where we're at right now. Let's do this. See if we can get a couple of balls up in there and they bounce like... There we go. Okay, great. Warhorn is going to be huge. We got a gunsmith building for the town. And we can evolve... Yeah, let's do freeze and burn. Frozen Flame. So adds a stack of Frostburn, which is basically just like a slightly more tough version of Burn, and it also means they take more damage while they're burning, the way Freeze works. So you lose the Immobilize feature of Freeze, but you get a little extra damage out of it, which I like. Let's level this one for now. See if we can get a couple of extra levels. Very good. Come back all the way down here for this. Get every gem we possibly can. I can't wait to get to some of the later levels and unlock some stuff I haven't even seen yet. Oh, Broodmother Egg Sac. I think we'll go with that. And try and get Fission to help us upgrade that. Yes, perfect. Alright, our next fusion core, we're getting spiders. Oh, look at the board now. Look at the board now. And this is without Ethereal Cloak. This is without balls going through each other. Or going through enemies, rather. It just becomes absolute chaos once you get enough bounces. There we go. Alright. Bring me spiders. What's up, Mika2? Welcome back. We have a Spider Queen now. We're going to level that one up. Ow. I'm actually really bad at avoiding the arrows. Okay, this time because we don't have Ethereal Cloak, we can kind of concentrate our fire on the big guy. Although I do need to make sure these archers get taken out as well. But if you stand like really close to them like this, obviously like you can catch the balls really quick, so you can do a lot of very concentrated damage to a mega boss type enemy like this. There we go. Takes him out of the picture nice and quickly, and we can level up Spider Queen probably. Which means we can unlock... Do we want more egg sac? I think we want more egg sac. And then let's fuse these two. Because Warhorn means all the baby balls deal more damage, which is going to be absurd when we get this many of them on the field. You can already see the enemies are, like, mounting up, though. I'm going to try and dig out some room for us on this side, because we have the knife that means we can deal more damage if we hit them from the left, but we might lose this. When they're getting this far down the field, it's not looking too great. Then again, we're making some headway, and we have health potions. I'm hopeful. Okay, we're starting to win the field back. It's tricky, though. This is what happens when you put all your faith in baby balls, apparently. Do we want to go all the way in on Broodmother? Maybe we do. Problem is I can't go and collect all of these gems because I'm trying so hard to get rid of the stuff that's right at the bottom of the screen. And we're only really able to clear it if we're hitting them from the left. Oh, ow. Okay, didn't see that guy. I'm having to let all of this stuff go. No, this isn't happening. Ah, we got. No worries. That was pretty good. We got pretty close. We get leveling up for this guy as well, so that means we get a little bit more endurance and other stats. Right. Let's get into some building. Because now we can make the gunsmith, which gets us more dexterity. And that's another house that will just... Yeah, that becomes a scaffold, right. And then if we rearrange things, we can make sure it's close to the front so that our little dudes can hit the building a little bit more often. Is there anything else that we can build here? Let's put another boulder down here. Boulders, because you don't walk through them when you harvest resources, are often a really good way of, like, hemming your guys in so that they will hit scaffolds multiple times, I have found. But I'm sure there are some really well thought out, optimized ways of making sure stuff gets built like this, you know? But if we do something like this, where we bounce him off this corner, for example, and we do that, then we get a couple of quick hits on the scaffold. There we go, and it's built. Nice. We've got a little extra wheat there as well. We didn't get absolutely everything, but we got a good amount of stuff. I think, if anything, I probably expanded this place a little bit too soon. But we could also create like a backboard for them to bounce off if we make some of these structures up here. So we'll see how things go. For now, the gunsmith and this don't have any upgrades for them, but we should be able to build some stuff that we can upgrade soon. For now, back to the pit. If we've completed the level with one character, we need to complete it with the other, really. Yeah, there's a little bit of base building, but it uses the same mechanics, the sort of breakout mechanics that the individual levels do, which I think is so fun. Alright, let's go Broodmother. Let's get some more baby balls in action. There we go, clearing out the back already. Look how fast they travel when they've been bouncing. There we go, there's our next level. don't like the ones that are like dodge incoming attacks. Do we want to get rubber headbands? I think we want to get this. I think it was working pretty well for us. It was kind of saving our bacon last time. That's going okay, I think. And we'll throw poison into the mix. Can't really use poison much yet. Backboard stuff is the most common method I've seen for optimizing the town setup. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a little bit of the base building on my first save of this. On my off-stream playthrough, and I was sort of getting the hang of it. It obviously helps a lot when you have more characters, because you have more balls running around the field, knocking into stuff. Yeah, let's do egg sack and see how many of these we can upgrade. 3, not bad. For some reason, whenever I was playing the first time around, the knights really had like the worst luck out of everyone and would only get like 2 or 3 upgrades each time. And then some of them end up getting like 4 or 5, and you're like, where was this when I needed it? Let's go slingshot. If we're going on the full like baby ball strat with this guy, the slingshot means every time you pick up a gem, there is a chance of launching a baby ball, and since there are so many gems on the field later, it really helps with clearing groups. We can fuse poison and burn, so I might do that. Ooh, iron, or I think we'll probably just upgrade egg sack, actually. I think iron and bleed is the one that makes a really good combo, but that's also really great with ethereal cloak. Nice. Baby rattle seems ridiculous for this. If we get Warhorn as well, they're toast. I think the amount of damage the middle guy's taking... There we go. Alright. Yeah, we got another blueprint as well. Ethereal Cloak could be good. We've got a lot of passives here, though. You know what? We'll try it. We've got a haunted house to unlock the next character. Yeah, let's level Ethereal Cloak, and we've got this as well. This guy gets good upgrades. Alright, now we should start to see this really kicking off. We're going to evolve here because this is a good combo, and also because we need the space. Yeah, look at the back of the field right now with all of the balls. That's so absurd. Found a new game today. It's on the wish list for whenever that will be released. What's that? Okay, now the problem is all the balls are stuck at the back of the field, bouncing around like crazy, and I can't get them closer to me. But we have bleed. Give that a try. Return to me. There we go. Wonderful mayhem. That's what we like. The one problem with Ethereal Cloak is these occasional stragglers are really hard to pick off. There we go. Like I said, it's very good for bosses, though. So hopefully we will get there. Bleed and burn. I'm gonna hold out for iron. Alright, this looks like it should be okay as well. He's got poison now as well. Let's up this to level 3. We need to try and encourage them to hit this guy on the left-hand side for the extra crit. They also need to get around him for all of his gems. Oh, vertical laser sounds good too. Oh, we might not take him out in time. Oh, we did. Fantastic. Good. We're gonna get fusion of these two. Because that's gonna be ridiculous. And we'll upgrade lasers. Imagine a sequel to the Divine Comedy where Dante wakes up in limbo, has to make the climb up 9 circles of hell again to return his beloved in Eden. Now imagine that as a Vampire Survivor-like game with Toho-style characters. Interesting. Okay. Potential for Holy Laser. We take these. Honestly, just having horizontal and vertical lasers in play at once is absurd. And with Ethereal Cloak, it means it's constantly hitting stuff. So it procs a lot, which is good. There you go, that's the stuff. Now we see if it upgrades all our lasers. Yay! Alright, next fusion reactor, we finally get Holy Laser. I'll take a little bit of stone as well. And now it's giving us this. Let's get wood. Looking at where we're at on the progress bar on the right-hand side, we're probably going to get another fusion reactor soon. Or we'll at least get one before the boss arrives. Rare that we get the chance to have stone. Oh, never mind. Perhaps we're not getting one. Forget I said anything. No Holy Laser for me. Sad times. Still, the boss is absolutely toast, so we shouldn't need to worry too much. Just look at the amount of balls that are in play right now. For real, though? He's already taking so many hits. It does help that this guy moves at full speed even when he's firing. Gives you Attack on Titan vibes. I can see that. Well, fortunately he's almost dead. There we go. Nice. We got the clinic. Got extra gears, we have another cozy home for a new character, and more importantly, we have completed this level with yet another character. I think we'll go with Sprinter for this guy. Housing is gained ability, drops 1 bonus coin for every 10 enemies killed in a level. Nice. Sick. Those dodges. There's one character we're probably about to unlock. So yeah, we select the lift, give that an upgrade. I don't think gears are used for anything else. But there we go, Snowy Shores. There's a character we're about to unlock that is literally like 2 people. Yeah, so they have like a wide hitbox. Oh, we can't get them yet because it's too much wheat. Okay, well, in that case, we'll get the Haunted House at least, so we can unlock the Repentance. Let's do that down here. And we can make the clinic as well, so we'll do that here also. And sure, why not? Let's spam buildings right now. So we got all of that. Yeah, let's do a quick rearrange so that we can move our boulders up here. And that should stop that letting the characters through. We don't really need to focus too much on wood, so let's give this a go. And if we do a little shot like this, then go. There we go. Good construction. Yes, okay, we got the monument done as well. They got a little bit of wood and wheat. Fantastic. Alright, and then these can become the backboard again. Eventually we'll be able to upgrade stuff like the clinic. And pop that in there. I like the fact that the buildings can sometimes nest together in cute little ways. Although this does also create a problem later where some of them don't quite fit perfectly into this. And you know, like surround them with boulders and stuff to make the town look a little bit better. That's about all we needed to do. I'm going to start... Yeah, we need to make sure we have enough wheat and wood for that next time around. We're going to start Snowy Shores. We'll probably start that with the sheriff character. Camera reminder. Thank you. We will pause briefly at the start of this so I can mess with that. So if I put that there, it's covering up a few of the attributes and stats, but they don't really mean a whole lot anyway. So I think we'll go with that. That seem good? And it's letting me control it after having moused out of the window this time, so that's a good sign. I think that looks a little bit better, don't you? In terms of what you can see on the screen. Because there's a lot of just, like, background detail on the environment here. We'll call this one Lasers. The little Hermes sandal that I could have got there is basically this character's innate ability anyway, so it wouldn't really have done a whole lot. Okay, I think we go Broodmother here. If you see patches like that in the ice as well, those seem to be things you just, like, slip over. And you'll notice that the enemies on this level have shields. I think we maybe go Ghost here. For a little bit of that ethereal cloak capability, but not for everything. Kind of the best of both worlds. Enemies on this level also have like little stacks, the fortifications underneath them. So it introduces a few extra mechanics in this level, which is really neat. Kind of makes me curious what else they've got waiting for us further down the line. Let's upgrade. Oh, nice. We got all 5. That's very good. Okay, hourglass, maybe not. Laser, though. Now we've got all of those fully upgraded. Our next fusion core is going to be very helpful. I think we go Ghost Laser. Because then that goes through a lot of them and starts to proc more frequently. There we go. That's what you want. Okay, Broodmother Egg Sac. Once you fuse one of the balls, they can't be combined with anything else again, but if you evolve them, they can be combined in upcoming fusions. So there are some of these that I often try and, like, keep available and keep together. Nice. Okay, Warhorn looks good. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of bonuses for, like, hitting from the side or anything here, so see if we can grab a couple more of these upgrades. Okay, level up. What do we get? That's not going to help. That's not going to help much either. We need to re-roll this. That one sucked. Let's go with Warhorn. This ain't looking good. Will this final upgrade be able to help us? He's gonna kill me. Yep. The upgrade did not help. Got a little bit of level up, but at least now we can return to this. Our boulders here are almost ready to go again. So we might as well wait here in town. Take a look at our possibilities for upgrading. We don't have enough wheat or wood yet to build that. Okay, cool. All of that just refreshed. So let's go like this. And fire. And now, of course, we have 3 characters, which means more stuff gets harvested more quickly. Nice. We got everything. So now at least we can build Cozy Home. But we don't have the capacity to construct that yet, so we're going back down the pit. Oh, and now the warrior has a little gold bonus. Let's do that. Let's take the warrior down to Snowy Shores. Trying to aim for the corners here. Get that DVD menu. Oh, DVD menu, DVD, like screensaver effect. Oh, do we go for this early? I kind of think we go for it early. And we just focus AoEs. Either that or we hope we get Iron Ball. This guy's outlasting us here. There we go. Thank goodness. Whew. Yeah, I want to get Iron Ball and go for Hemorrhage. There's Laser, which is not bad. Yeah, Ethereal Cloak is good for this level because they all have shields. Alright, 3 upgrades is not bad. Pretty average. Increase crit chance to 20 when hitting enemies in the same column as you. That's interesting because we have Ethereal Cloak, and so the balls go straight through the enemies. So they're kind of bouncing around all over the place anyway. I kind of feel like we just stick with Laser for now. Gotta take this guy out of his little apartment block. Come on, hit him again. There we go. Ooh, okay. Lightning. Lightning feels good. Lightning feels good for AoEs. Nice, another solid 3. Oh, yeah, if those projectiles hit you, they freeze you in place, which is not a huge issue most of the time. Or Vampire. I think maybe we go for the dagger just because of Ethereal Cloak passive. It's neat because if it passes through shields, it's going to hit them regardless. Bleed Laser is probably not the ideal fusion. That'll do. Oh, now you're talking. Broodmother with Ethereal Cloak. Good at clearing the field. Okay, and now we come to our first boss again. We're getting a good amount of damage just doing this. Okay, there it is. There it is. He's not even going to make it. Although, there's some guys behind him now. Nope, nope, we just killed him. Okay, incredible. So I think maybe Warhorn. That guy didn't even make it, like, halfway to us. That's worth remembering. You catch them right at the top of the field. Although that guy has like a square shape. I think the other boss on this level is like a diamond shape, which might be a little tricky, but... I think we probably fuse Lightning and Bleed here. I really like the effects they have for all of the fusions, too. Like, the ball is a slightly different color, or the lightning becomes red because it's infused with bleed, and like this nice amount of like attention to detail and stuff like that. Okay. I kind of wish we could get another upgrade before we take this fusion core, so I'm not going to grab it immediately. There we go. Ooh, I really wish I hadn't traded bleed away now. Yeah, I think we just go for this anyway, because then we can get more levels out of this. Oh wait, we've got one level, it's fine. I was kind of hoping we'd get two because we just got the Iron Ball, but Iron Ball does more damage, moves slower. But the thing about that is now it's going through all of the enemies. It doesn't matter that much that it moves slower. It would really help if this guy would die. There we go. And then this guy. Oh, okay, right. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to fuse these two. And then of course we get egg sack. Alright, one of them hit me, that's not really a problem. Trying not to let too many of these enemies down here get me. Alright, and then we'll move up the field and we'll do our... Oh no, he does have a flat back. There we go. Let's try and get up here. Oh, we got the projectiles to worry about. That's a problem. That was pretty good, though. Destroy your little apartment. There's our next upgrade. Ooh, dark or poison? I think maybe we go poison here. Again, because of the AoE thing. I'm taking too many unnecessary hits. Also got to think about hitting them from the left-hand side if I can, because that's where the crits happen. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to make it. Chat, pray for me. All my balls are at the back of the field. We leveled up. It's not going to help. It helped. It helped. Oh my gosh. Iron poison. God, I wish that had worked better on the other guy compared to how it worked on the Yeti, but I don't care. That was absolutely clutch. I need to get another upgrade here, yeah, because this fusion reactor is not going to do anything. The Ghost Ball does a reasonable amount of damage, I guess, so we'll get that. Yeah, because all this can do is upgrade levels now, so we'll just go for the one that does the most damage, because it does the same thing as Ethereal Cloak, but then the Wind one does the same thing, but slows them down a little bit, I guess. Yeah, at this point my frontline defense is absolutely shot because everything just hangs out the back doing absurd amounts of damage. Oh, I think we're okay though. Thank goodness there's so many health potions getting dropped because I need them. We might actually get to see the boss of this level. And now the fission is just giving me gold, which is really funny. These are just giving me resources. the knight is sturdy and has managed to survive. What do we want? Probably stone. A little bit more of that dropping on the field as well. I think the enemies drop more health potions when you won't get anything out of fusion cores anymore. And as you can see, I have basically filled up with passives and then fused all of these balls together so that they can't be combined any further or evolved or anything. Alright, it's boss time. Here comes the queen. Fortunately, we're doing a pretty reasonable amount of damage, and once again, we can go through the defenses here, so there's one ball already in there going absolutely wild. There we go, bring it in. So once again, Ethereal Cloak is going to be the MVP. I just have to focus on dodging. And occasionally taking out these guys who get too close to me here. That's hefty. Gotta be worried about that. She's almost dead though. Almost dead. Stay alive just a little bit longer. Go on. Yes! Oh, that was so close. Clutch. Very good. GG, the warrior. Who knew? Collect +2 wheat each bounce. Increase the range at which wheat is collected. I think we'll go wheat harvester. It's not going to matter too much once we get them farming anyway, but... Nice. Very nice. Yeah, shout out to the broodmother. Very cool. Okay, well, we got a lot from that. A lot of gold, too. Yikes. Okay. Right, first of all, to build, we get the villa to unlock a new character. So we're going to have one of those probably here. We're going to rearrange this in a second, so if this looks like an absolute cluster, ignore it. Right, let's rearrange. So, I think we'll move these out. You can kind of click and drag some of these as well, which is helpful occasionally. For now, we're going to move these two together so we get like a little cul-de-sac here that hopefully will allow those to get built faster. We're also going to put this in here somewhere, like maybe here, and then we can just bounce them all up through this, get all the construction done, and then worry about the rest of the resources afterwards. Because I think this house, they like farm wood or chop wood or wheat automatically. I forget which way it works, but is there anything else I can do right now? Probably not. Let's go. Fire. There we go. That's not looking too bad. Okay, they got 2 out of 3 done. The cogitator and the cohabitants are now in play, and this one gets the upgrade later. So for now, we can just push this to the back. And the villa... Yeah, these two can kind of... They can go together like that if you want them to. And yeah, the snowy trophy will just wait for a future upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, actually, we should consider putting some upgrades into these. We can upgrade the gunsmith and the clinic when we have the capacity to do so. Yeah. But for now, that should do. And then we can get back down the pit. So now we have 2 new characters to play around with. We still need to do something with the Repentant, but we also have this guy who starts with vertical laser, but automatically chooses upgrades. And then we have these 2, who are the American Gothic portrait, which start with Broodmother because they have many children. But there are 2 of them. They fire twice as many balls. They do half as much damage. And they also have a really large hitbox, which makes them quite difficult for that final boss of the bone pit, a boneyard level. But since these are getting me more money, I'm going to start with this guy, and we're going to take him to the boneyard. What's up, Purple Fire Kitty? Welcome in. How you doing? So this guy starts with laser, which automatically makes him very good, in my estimation. But we'll have to see what we get offered as an upgrade and what he decides to choose when we get offered that. It's sort of like playing with the Twitch extension enabled. Okay, he's choosing Diamond Hilted Dagger, so we're going to try and fire directly at the front of them. That gets us more crits, potentially. Nice. Okay, now he's going after Earthquake. So an AoE build. We'll kind of strafe side to side. We'll play it like classic Space Invaders. Try and get another upgrade before we pick up the fusion core. There we go. Oh, he's choosing Fleet Feet. Nice. Okay, so now he's basically playing like the Sheriff. And he gets a decent amount of upgrades. Alright, this is feeling good in terms of pace, but we're going to get outpaced very quickly here unless we get some good abilities. I'm slightly worried by him choosing all these passives so far. I don't like Crown of Thorns. I'm not a big fan of getting hit by stuff. Although we're getting a decent amount of upgrades, so... this seems okay. Yeah, just playing it strafe, as it were. It's doing reasonably well for us. Okay, Wind Ball, interesting. A little bit of damage through enemies now. Okay, he's choosing Fission again. Not fusing anything weird yet. Yeah, this vertical approach with the vertical laser is not terrible, I guess. Okay, now he's gone for poison. Okay, great. Alright, we're aiming straight for the front of this guy. Try our best to kill him quickly. But the others are going to be a problem if we don't take them out as well. Okay, what do we get? Okay, better wind. Right, okay, not bad, not bad. Upgrading poison. Okay. We'll do our best here. Okay, he's picking Ethereal Cloak. And he's evolving... Oh, this is a combination we haven't seen yet. This is the fun stuff, is, yeah, he picks combos that you don't always go for. Sandstorm! Da-da-da-da-da. Oh my god, what's happened to all of them? They've got little top hats on. Well, that plus Ethereal Cloak is doing pretty well, I think. Okay, wow, yeah, he's got the wind ball thing going, huh? Oh, is that like a blinded effect? I didn't really get to look at what the sandstorm did. But it looks like a kind of lidded eye. Okay, we're evolving something else. Lasers and poison. Haven't tried this yet either. Radiation beam. I didn't even get to... That's dealing damage, though. I didn't get to read what that really did. Let's take a quick look. It's a radiation beam on hit that deals 25 to 50 damage, applies radiation. So it's basically like enhanced poison. And this goes through enemies surrounded by a raging storm, blinding nearby enemies. Interesting. Oh, so does that mean when they're firing arrows, they're firing them at like weird angles? They're not firing them directly at me because they're blinded. That'd be cool if so. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage too, so I ain't complaining. Alright, alright. He's cooking. Now we're just getting fishing for these because everything's level 1 again. About to ask if Sandstorm blinded them. Yeah, it seems to. Just about managed to work that out by the, like the status symbol that appears over there. Their heads. Alright. Mini boss number 2. Let's go. And we have Ethereal Cloak now, so we can't do a whole lot by staying at the top of the screen. Although, maybe if we're like up here, then we can get a couple of easy rebounds. Maybe he's going full Blizzard with this. Okay, I need to take care of these guys on the sides. I should be able to snag an upgrade there. Very good. Okay, Sandstorm. See, now the problem is that this guy is lurking in the middle here. He's pretty damaged, but... Okay, good. There we go. I was a little worried there, but apparently I needn't have been. He had thought it all through. Bolcrates, is that what we've named this guy? He is choosing wheat for me. Oh, what are we evolving? Okay, we haven't seen this one yet either. I assume this is some sort of blizzard with wind and frost. Yeah, there we go. We are sandstorming and blizzarding. Alright, now we're getting health potions, which is good. Look at how hectic that is back there. He's moving fast enough that I actually have to stand still to take the potions. He's going freeze again! This guy loves the weather. And apparently deadly lasers. Oh, ow. It is kind of interesting that he's choosing the stuff for you, so you just kind of have to focus on the strategy that works best for whatever he picks in terms of like movement and aiming and stuff. Oh, he's fusing the radiation beam and the sandstorm. What's this gonna look like? A sandstorm that fires laser beams. That's some pretty big damage numbers, too. And now the ghost ball, which makes absolutely no difference because we have ethereal cloak anyway. Oh, look at that when it goes through a whole chunk of them, though. The laser just carves them up. Alright, we're coming up to the boss. This is looking good. Once again, if we can go through the boss's defenses, this is going to be a pretty straightforward finish. We're putting up some big numbers damage-wise, too. I do kind of love the fact that the progress bar becomes the boss bar. That's really neat, like, UI design. He's a fire in his bones. And he's dead. Yeah, great work. We've got a barracks at the end of that. And he earns some well-deserved levels up. Increase harvest clock by 2 seconds when part of a harvest. Okay, cool. So we can leave him running around. And we'll get a little extra time. I like that. Alright, back to our clustered little place. Barracks. We don't have enough resources. Oh, right, yeah, we need more wood, I guess. Okie doke. Well, none of this stuff is leveled up enough yet, and we don't really have a whole lot we can do except harvest. So let's just get into it, yeah? Maybe we need another forest, thinking about it. So we've got a decent amount of wood. So maybe we'll stick another forest here. And there. And they're all tagging the, there we go, the Snowy Shores Monument. That's what we want. Cool. So we have that now. Put that back here. Well, I can see how it'd be good for, like, filling in gaps in some of these buildings, right? So now we have 10 wood. We could upgrade stuff like this. Affects your max health. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Let's upgrade this. Let's get extra dexterity. Oh, that turns it into a scaffolding as well. I don't think I upgraded any of the buildings before. I didn't realize that. All right, no worries. Back to the pit. And the Repentant is coming up. So let's send him to the Boneyard and figure out what his deal is. So he starts with freeze. And just kind of speed focus. All right. Egg sack is definitely helping. Okay, short bow. Upturned hatchet is not going to be great. Reach a spear, I'm not a big fan of. We might re-roll those. Okay, baby rattle. That's more like it. Wheat. We'll get one more quick upgrade. And then we'll get fusion. Nice. Got a little upgrade for everything. I do like that it animates the enemies when the little chant starts happening. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, they're getting a little close to the bottom of the screen here, but we're holding them back. Oh, managed to dodge that entire cluster of arrows somehow. Okay, what do we got? Short bow. Little extra rate of fire. Oh, it's not going to help, though. Not going to help. Yeah, I think this guy's just a little bit weak stats-wise for the moment, because we haven't used him for much yet. This vision is really not going to help. Because we are about to die. Yep, there we go. Can you see the evolution somewhere? Yeah, there's a little encyclopedia. Like here. That will show you what the different things are. And so I think from about this point on, it's all of the evolutions. There's a lot of them. There's like a bunch of different combos. This one looks like an alien, or the devil, or something. That one looks like a beholder. There's so much. And like stats and bits and pieces. All the passives. There's so many of these that we'll unlock later as well. It's fun. A lot to do. Mostly what we need right now is wood. And then we need to upgrade the gunsmith. Oh, that just regrew right in front of me. So what if we do this? We just send everybody up there. Because we can't build anything else, right? And we need more wood for the barracks. So I'll send everyone up here. Can't quite get past this forest. I mean, it only needs 4 people to hit it, right? So there we go. That's upgraded now. And everyone else can run around and get all of the other stuff. Just about. Oh, down to the wire, but we nailed it. All right, cool. So now that's been upgraded, which means we get +2 bonus dexterity. That's cool. In terms of what we can build next, let's get the barracks started. But then we'll have to wait for that. Oh, the cohabitants are up. Okay, cool. This is going to be a tricky one. So these do, like I said, way less damage per ball, but they fire 2 at once, and their pattern is just, like, mirrored on the opposite side. And obviously with their starting thing being Broodmother, they are all about the baby balls. So naturally we're going with Warhorn. Even though I feel like Ethereal Cloak would also be pretty intense. Hopefully that comes up again later. But like I said, it becomes harder to dodge later. Oh, probably not that. That could be good. But I also think we just want to focus on Baby Ball Strat. They can also like focus fire on something directly in front of them like this, which means pretty intense damage pretty quickly. Yeah, the problem really becomes when you have to avoid projectiles in the final wave of the boss, because there's 2 of them. Short bow, stone effigy. Magnet doesn't seem like a great passive, but I think maybe I should have gone with the knife that lets you get crit from the front. That would have been maybe a little better. We're handling it. Get another upgrade. Ooh, laser. Laser or earthquake? I think we'll go with laser. Because they will fire 2 lasers. Which means we get a lot of columns of laser. I can only imagine how ridiculous this would be if we get laser, ethereal cloak, and a couple of other things, and then you're firing twice the amount of basically everything. Ooh, iron or bleed. I kind of want both. Okay, hopefully this fission should give us a few levels. Alright, that's not bad. I'll allow it. Gotta widen our range of fire here. Okay, yeah. Now we can fire at both sides of this guy. We kind of both focus fire at the front. Baby rattle sounds good. Come on, go down, go down, go down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, just barely. Oh, okay. Now we're going for this dagger, and then we can... I don't want to go with fusion. Okay, that's not bad. Now let's try and get rid of everything at the sides here. Oh, this is down to the wire. Okay, okay, we're pulling it back. We're pulling it back slowly but surely. This is not good, though. Oh, they're winning so much. Ah, no, no, no. Oh, my parents. Pretty funny. See, they're difficult. I think we also need to level up these characters a little bit. We're at the stage of the game where a bunch of little upgrades make a big difference, right? Okay, let's bounce everybody off this building. Okay, that built way faster than I expected it to somehow. But we still got all the other stuff, so it's fine. Oh, you can speed it up by holding B as well. I hadn't really looked at that before. Alright. Good harvest. Well done all. Is there anything else we can upgrade? Can't do that yet. Warlock, thank you for the 12 months of Prime. Everyone spam the word nerd in the chat, please. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome to the Nerd Herd. Alright, we've beaten Boneyard with this guy, so let's go for Snowy Shores. Let's go back to the second level here. See what we can do. The Cogitator. Let him cook. Chat, let him cook. Let him laser these guys. Gotta make sure we take care of these stragglers here. Although, yeah, bouncing the laser across the back row seems like a good idea. Until the back row is blocked. Alright, gather stuff. Upgrade. What's he giving us? Eye of the Beholder? Really? Okay. Well, maybe that'll be useful later, because this level's kind of hectic. Who let bro cook? Egg sack? Okay, okay, I'm feeling it. Alright. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, the full 5-star treatment. We love to see it. And now he's choosing Vampire, which gives us health back. But also does a reasonable amount of damage. I bet that's got some crazy evolutions too. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. And now Iron. Iron and Vampires, huh? Or an Iron Laser, possibly. Big money, big money, big money. Oh, okay, just one. Fine. That was not big money in the slightest. That was incredibly small money, actually. Okay, okay. Oh, I got hit a couple of times there because the icy patch just made me slide directly into the enemies. Okay, so we've got a couple of good upgrades now. Where's he going with this? We're about to find out. Oh, he's still upgrading. He's looking for that vampire combo, I know it. He will create the Iron Vampire. Short bow. Short bow. Letting us fire nice and quick, huh? Problem is we can't go for the quick kill on this guy because we don't have anything that goes through enemies, so we're going to have to start bouncing off the back or the sides. Oh god, we got to get rid of these guys. Not too keen on where this is going, but... Yep, short bow, good. Nice to have fire rate. Oh god. Okay, we dodged that hit. That was not bad. Okay, okay. He knew I was gonna potentially beef it at this stage, and now he's evolving stuff. What's he got? Okay, egg sack and iron makes a shotgun. Okay, could not have called that. Shotgun and now ghosts. He's got ghosts and vampires. Oh, Veteran's Hut. I thought it said hat for a second. What the heck is this? I don't know what that was, but it was on my team. We haven't really seen it yet. Like, I haven't really messed around with it too much, but there are some that are like a little statue that will spawn on your side. Okay, this is not going to go well. Okay, we dodged, we bobbed and weaved. We're absolutely dying now, though. Yeah, I thought so. Bro did not cook. Interesting that we got a new evolution out of that, though. I like how this looks like a sort of abandoned train car. What's the deal with you? Unlocks a new character. We love new character. Put that there for now. And yeah, these don't do anything extra yet. We need to do this 10 times? Okay. Well, in that case, we're moving the boulders up. And then we're gonna do... I'm gonna move this castle, actually. Barracks, or whatever it's called, yeah. And I think we can upgrade that, right? Yeah. Bonus strength sounds good. Kind of need that. So let's move that back down. And then we'll try and get a couple of bounces in here. Which I can just about manage. If I tweak the angle slightly here. Oh, I had it for a second. We had it for a second. I have a little bit of stick drift on this controller, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, do that. There we go. We got it, we got it. And the barracks upgrade happened as well. Oh, and some stuff even just came back whilst we were waiting. The embedded. This is the guy. This is the guy. So we're going to move him back here. Move our barracks back there as well. We can upgrade the clinic another time. But yeah, the embedded I really like from what I've seen. And great. So this is the guy who basically has Ethereal Cloak on as standard. They always pierce enemies until they hit a wall. So we're going to go to Boneyard with him just to try him out. Wander off to find a source of caffeination? Yeah, no worries. It's all about maximizing our trajectory of as many hits as possible. Okay, cool. Oh, we're definitely going to get that, because we're going to be hitting enemies from the front a lot. If the whole point is to go off the backboard. If you put them into a wall, they bounce around, like, locally, though. So there's a couple of neat little strategies for this guy, which I like. What kind of progress we've made so far. We've unlocked a bunch of characters. We're really just going through the first couple of levels right now. These stone effigies, I don't quite like the style of that for some reason. Okay, this guy hasn't taken nearly enough damage, so that's going to not be great for me. Yeah, I didn't have anything really to upgrade there, but we didn't get that many levels anyway. Right, lightning time. Whenever your balls can pass through enemies, AoEs are the name of the game. Radiant Feather, increase ball launch speed by 20%, or we upgrade that. I think we upgrade that. Did you notice the double character earlier? Yeah, so we have 6 different characters now. You start with one, and then the second one unlocks pretty quickly, but then the others are all dependent on you getting building blueprints from completing levels, or at least getting far enough in levels that you kind of unlock that stuff as you go. Okay, we're going to go bleed here, although the spear might have been a good option considering we're mostly shooting upwards. Because look at this, we can clear basically an entire column with just one shot now. That's pretty good. We'll fuse these two. Poison and lightning is great because then the lightning applies poison to anything it hits, which is very, very useful. Sure, we'll go with that. I think we might have to aim off the wall here if we're going to hit the boss enemy. There we go. All right. Oh, Shoemaker. That gets us a speed increase for everybody. All right, we're going to... Oh, Upturned Hatchet might be good here. Because we are bouncing stuff off the backboard a lot, but... oh, Bleeding Iron, yes, yes. Okay, Bleeding Iron is going to be next level. With this character, I think. So we're going for that. I quite like Pressure Gauge as well, but... Oh, and there's no way I can get enough gems before the fishing thing runs off the screen, so we're going to have to go with that, which is going to get us one upgrade level. I hate it when you're forced to do stuff like that, but unfortunately, it was going to disappear regardless, so we might as well. At least it means that we can just take whatever upgrade this next level gives us, and in the meantime, we get to evolve these two! Which gets us Hemorrhage, and Hemorrhage is actually kind of absurd when your balls can pass through enemies. Look at all the red numbers that come up. So that's good. We get Bleed again, or we have Vampire. I think maybe we go with Vampire. Nice. Okay, cool. Now we're cooking. Getting a lot of health potions that we don't need. We'll go Archer's Effigy, sure. Why not? We'll give that a try. Spawn a guy. Oh, yeah, there we go. Haha, Archer's on my side. I need to shoot these guys briefly. Just so they don't cause me a problem in a second. Oh, is the archer going to actually... Yes, he's pushing the boss back. Incredible. Because the problem I have right now is that with all my balls flying through everything in front of me, I can't deal a whole lot of damage to stuff that's up close, which means we're going to lose. We got to level up, though. That's nice. And we found a blueprint, which is very good. Okay, what can we make with this? Oh, a shoemaker. Anything else we want to upgrade? We can't do that until we have more wood. Likewise that. Not waiting on anything else. Let's just harvest then. So if we do this, they should bounce off that multiple times. I don't think it's going to take a ton of hits to build anyway. No, we're good. Okay. That's just like a basic stat upgrade building. I like that you can speed that up. That's fun. Okay, cool. We'll do this. And we can upgrade that if we want to. I think maybe we will. We'll work on that next time. Cohabitants are back to the boneyard. All right. So these are the pair that have like a ton of baby balls. And the special balls they have make more baby balls. Not to mention that the health meter for each character is different. I don't know if you guys have noticed that part yet, but the one for them is like little bears implying like children. Although it does look kind of creepy. And then burn, probably, yeah. We can like focus fire on the ones in front of us. It's a pretty good way of dealing with two of them at a time. Okay, we need something here. Don't really feel like Sapphire Dagger is going to be that great, but we'll try it. It's going to have to be great because we have upgraded it now. Okay, I mean, the field's clearing. We're doing okay with that. Radiant Feather, no. Laser, yes. What's up, Barry? Welcome in. We are playing Ball Pits. Probably just for this stream, but we'll get back to Hollow Knight another time. I just have been enjoying the heck out of this, so figured I would introduce it to stream. Okay, just one, fine. I'll take it. Could have had all 5, got just one. There's one baby ball stuck there at the back and it's going 8. Let's upgrade Warhorn because it's clearly our whole deal. Alright, now we should be able to do something pretty intensive to this. It stays white. That means it's taking a lot of damage. There we go. Whew. All right. Well. Let's go Dark Ball. We don't go Dark Ball often enough. And then Burn seems to be doing all right. We can fuse 2 of those, but yeah, I think we probably should actually. Would I do a second round of Bare Fist Steve if Minecraft Dungeons 2 came out? Maybe. I don't think they have any plans for a Dungeons 2 though. I did like the Bare Fist Steve thing a lot though. That was really fun. Oh, we're driving them back, but it's taking a lot of effort. Okay. We want probably this, and then upgrades. Oh, all 5, yes. And immediately that starts to make a difference. Trying my best to hit them from the left-hand side if I can, because we know that's where we deal the most damage. Okay, basically everything is now... Oh, hitting enemies in the back could be interesting. We'll try this, though, because our hitbox is pretty large, and so... Oh, we got something new. This is Dark and Ghost, which creates... an Undertale character. Curse enemies on hit. Cursed enemies are hit. Dealt damage if hit 5 times. Interesting. So we basically just gotta deal a ton of extra damage to them once they get cursed. Neat. Kind of reminds me of Ares' boons from Hades, with like the sword above them, you know? Let's level that up. Seems to be doing a fair bit already. Yeah, I think bouncing real hard off the left-hand wall seems to be working for us, because then everything is coming from the left to the right. Okay. And since this side of this thing is the left-hand side, let's try and aim for this, and then we get a lot of crit. Oh, I'm taking a lot of hits, though. Slingshots. More baby ball action, we could do that. Okay, this thing is taking a fair bit of damage. Let's say we're doing alright. Yes, there we go. Schoolhouse. For intelligence upgrade. Oh, okay. We just about got through that. Fantastic. Yeah, I think we upgrade Slingshot, and then we'll fuse Phantom and Laser. Ooh. That could be interesting. Area of effect damage from Laser also inflicts status effects from Phantom. Cool. Oh, look at it. Look at it go. Look at all those purple markers. Oh, yes. Now you're talking. More Ghost. 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 Okay, this one turned out pretty well, actually. This run slaps. Look at how much the laser is hitting stuff. What does a ghost vampire look like, I wonder? Time to find out. Also, because I'm getting hit occasionally, it's kind of nice to have something that heals me. Yeah, sticking to this left-hand wall because we have the dagger seems to be a good strat. Vision. Okay, just one. We have so many things that could have been upgraded by that, and it just picked one in the end. But then we can upgrade this way, I suppose. Oh, the damage, the damage, the damage. I think we're about to come up on the boss. Progress bar looks like we are headed that way. And that guy took a while to go down. The health on some of these enemies. Ghosts. Alright, we should be able to clear the rest of the field this way. Like hang out by this wall and chuck stuff at them from the left-hand side. Oh, and get the field absolutely flooded with baby balls. Now you're talking. But this is the difficult part because these two have a really hard time avoiding this attack. You've got to be right at the bottom of the screen because their hitbox is twice as wide as the other characters' hitboxes. I also need to disable auto-fire occasionally so I can move. Because while you're firing, you take a debuff to your speed. We should really be aiming from this side if possible, though. Ah! Ow. I just took 2 hits from that. Oh. Yikes, definitely getting hit by that. Oh. Go on, go on. He's so close to dead. Yeah! Oh, that was difficult. Stone Piercer, I think Stone Master, yeah. That'll do. Nice. Couple of blueprints. Back to base. Okay, now we have like 1,000 gold. I think we probably want to expand. Let's open up this one. And we'll see what we can do with that. Then we get to build a consulate and a schoolhouse. It's like playing Civ. Alright, so we need to shift some of these around. We need to move this down so we can get that in the mix for harvesting, or construction rather. Let's flip that so that creates like a little alley. We just want construction to go as fast as possible, right? Do something like that, maybe? Is there anything else we can upgrade with the amount of resources that we have? No, okay, we need more wood for everything. Alright. I guess we could upgrade, like, boulders and stuff. Means they take more hits. That one's level 1. Let's upgrade that to level 2. Yeah, and then we'll harvest. Because then we can go like this. There we go. I mean, that built everything really quickly, actually. And now we're all just kind of stuck in this. They're going crazy! Wild. Okay, well, they couldn't get anywhere else, but at least we got that done. So that's the shoemaker. And if we get more wood, we can upgrade that. That needs more wheat. This one we can upgrade now. But obviously needs more construction phase. Cool. Yeah, nothing else has extra abilities yet. That will do. That'll do nicely. And the embedded is back. Let's take him to Boneyard. This guy should have no problem with Boneyard. Starts with poison. Balls go through enemies until they hit a wall. Which means, in theory, you could get them kind of stuck at the back if you aimed like this. Yeah, that could be tricky. So try and avoid that if you can. First level up is Iron Ball. Huge. Now we're going to get a little upgrade here. Ethereal Cloak is basically this guy's ability. Ruby Hilted Dagger probably makes sense considering we're hitting stuff from the back a lot. There we go, we can hit all of those guys. Have a favorite character? Well, right now it's this guy. I think the Cogitator is a really fun one. Yeah, we're going lasers. We're definitely going lasers. Because he's the guy who picks all of your upgrades for you. So you kind of have to respond to what he does. And I think that's kind of interesting because you end up with combinations that you wouldn't normally pick, right? Oh, it's going well. Going well so far. Yeah, let's go lasers. Let's keep upgrading these lasers. Once we have a fusion core, we'll fuse iron and poison, probably. Yeah. Poison and iron. Oh, that's deadly. Yes. And we'll go with lightning because AoEs are really good when you can shoot them through the enemies. And as before with this guy, if we get up real close, we should be able to deal a lot of damage by just bouncing off the backboard and then catching them again so we can fire again really quick. That does mean that a lot of other stuff piles up behind him though, but this should help with that. Nice. Poison Iron, aka Mercury. I like it. Now I just need to pay attention to these guys piling up at the sides here. They're dealing a lot of extra exorcists. Okay, I have a lot of gems to pick up here, so we're going to be launching a lot of baby balls. Okay, magic staff gets an upgrade. We're just going to get levels from this. Okay, this I can work with. This I think I can work with. I'll take the health potion for sure. Yeah, it's when the balls get stuck right at the back of the field that's the problem. Obviously, if we want to focus fire right here, then we can do that. That's okay. Okay, one more. Slingshot upgrades. And then we'll fuse these two, I guess. The mummy returns. He really does. Okay, we have a bunch of fusions here. I think we go for burn again, and then we'll see if we just get good levels. Okay, once again, we're going to try and get good damage by just shooting straight through this guy. Gotta take care of this guy on our left, though. There we go. Hourglass? Feels like it could benefit us here. I don't want to get too close to him if he's going to start making noises like that at me. This is... Oh, no, it's not a problem anymore. Okay, never mind. Alright, now everything is fully upgraded, so now all we can do is get resources or fuse/evolve. So this reactor is going to do something for us. Let's get some wood. Okay, we can fuse lightning and burn, so they don't have an evolution. They just go together. And the burn is doing a lot, though. I guess because it's spreading through the lightning. Which is fair. Lightning does set fire. Okay, we're doing alright here. And now we have Iron Ball or Freeze. I think frozen enemies getting more damage makes a lot of sense to us right now. Absolutely obliterate one row if you just hover over it. See if we get two. Nope, just one. The only upgrade we can make. Yeah, laser is also doing burn. This is just burn central, I guess. And the amount of baby balls that are just stuck at the back, still going absolutely ape, is very good for me. I thought those guys down the front were going to be a problem. Turns out they were not a problem. I will have wood, please. It all goes quiet right before the boss appears, which is so funny. Yeah, we're going to need to do something about those guys. And now, once again, because this guy's ability is basically ethereal cloak, we should be able to deal a pretty reliable amount of damage to the boss. I'd say that's working. And also we have the crit when you hit from behind dagger, so yep. Pretty good, I'd say. Not that bad. Ooh, Woodmaster. Yeah, let's go with that. There we go. Housing is gaining ability. Residents of nearby houses gain 20% bonus experience. So now, it's kind of encouraging you to build the town in a way that makes sense for the synergy of the buildings. So, like, if I make this over here, like, the housing district, and then the villa is the house for the cogitator. This is the house for the repentant. This is the house for the sheriff. This is the house for the cohabitants. I don't think any of these other ones are houses. So if I put that there, now everyone in this little housing district area is getting more bonus XP. It's pretty good. And then I'll move these slightly closer here so that we can have those be the backboard for construction on this building. We also get to build the Exorcist, except we don't have enough wood for it yet. So, yeah, I guess we need to chop wood pretty soon. If we do this... Okay, basically guarantees that got built. Go, my pretties! Great. So we got a decent amount that time. Still not enough wood to build the Exorcist, but that's okay. And now everybody should be getting bonus XP. Cogitator gets his bonus money, and I think we take him to Snowy Shores again. Like I always say, chat, ABC, always be chopping. Always be chopping. Okay, considering this guy starts with vertical laser, I am going to call it for holy laser right now. get horizontal laser, we are all about that life. Okay, he's going to reach a spear, so we need to start working in columns, because that's going to get us more crit opportunities. Does kind of limit us to firing directly in front of us, though. But it will help with the stuff that's, like, getting a little closer to us. Which we do need to start collecting gems as well. Freeze! Nice. Okay, so we have Freeze Ray as a possibility. And of course, there are some enemies here that are going to have... shields and stuff, so we can't always attack them from the front. Oh, the projectiles are getting real bad, though. Oh, I feel like he's not long for this world. Yeah, I think maybe attacking in columns is a bad idea. He's firing his laser. Okay, yeah, there we go. And now we have wind, which maybe gets us blizzard. Okay. Give us some levels. Okay, great. So now we have Freeze Ray as an option. Or if he just decides to claim another upgrade, we have Blizzard as an option. Ah! I got froze. Okay, looks like he's probably going to go for Freeze Ray, which I'm always about. He does seem to have priorities. Like, he picks the options that seem like they'd be the most advantageous. He's not going to pick a fusion when there's an evolution available, that kind of thing. Like, he always goes for the topmost option if he can, right? Okay, now we got to consider how do we hit this guy and stay in the same column as him, basically like this. Okay, now we get burn. Interesting. Good. Wind Ball is getting a little extra upgrade. Ooh. Okay, the Yeti is going down pretty fast, actually. I'm quite impressed by this. It does help that he's been frozen a couple of times, I suppose. Nice. Okay, Cogitator might be it. He kind of looks like the dude as well. He's got this Jeff Bridges kind of vibe to him, which I like. Okay, we're about to get another fusion or evolution right here. Yeah, there we go. This is one we haven't tried before, though. This is lightning and wind. What is it? Storm. Okay, so it works kind of similar to the way Sandstorm does. Passes through them from the wind thing, but then obviously deals lightning damage as it goes. That's nice. He's all about the wind ball this time around. And he's going to need to be because we've got some apartment blocks over here. The high rise. Okay, just 2 that time. That's fine. Try and take these out. Avoid the icicles as we go. Yes, okay, great. Oh, yeah, the slidey patches are a little rough at times. Yeah, I think it really helps when you've got one of those upgrades that's like, you can deal extra damage to things in the same column as you when you have something that's at the back of the field going absolutely wild on your behalf. Like the sandstorm thing is. Or the storm, rather. So now we can combine storm and, if we can fuse storm and flame or something like that, and have some kind of like firestorm ridiculousness going on. Or we can combine fire and wind, that works too. Got so many of these AoE effects, and yet I'm still getting kind of hammered at the front line here. You can try and get them to bounce a couple of times on the way up, though. They have a lot of velocity once they're up there. I think also freezing some of these guys as they travel up the field has been pretty helpful. Oh, don't go for Golden Bull. Why? I don't need the money. I need you to survive. The Golden Bull, like, takes damage as well. Like, I don't quite get it. Okay, that I can handle. That I can handle. Being, like, super fast, I'm all about it. Now this guy is going to kill me. I don't think a turret will save me. Then again, he's frozen right now. Did I die? I don't think I died. Okay, he's leveling up the turret, alright. Oh, clutch. And we get to evolve something. Yes, there we go. Wind and flame. Let's see what it is. Inferno. Love it. Oh, we got a farm. Nice. Finally. So now we can fusion, freeze ray, and storm. Oh my god. This is going to be absurd. And now he's going after poison as well. Yikes. Oh. I'm firing my laser. Upgrade me. Oh, and he's going for Earthquake as well. Oh my gosh. This guy's a power player, I'm not going to lie. I think he's kind of cooking. Maybe that's just the Inferno. I like how the Golden Bull thing has appeared like several times already, and each time it's been destroyed by a ball I threw, rather than anything the enemies tried to do to damage it. See, it just keeps getting knocked out. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any more fusion cores out of this, so this is the tool set we're working with. But I have a bunch of abilities that go through shields, so I think the Ice Queen is going to have a tough time against me. Alright. Earthquake. Okay, cool. Okay, okay. Let me through. Hanging out down here seems to be the best spot for this one. Yeah, we're about halfway down the health bar. That's not bad. Yeah, it helps that a couple of these can pass through and a couple of them can't. Oh. Okay, I think we got this. Not bad. Not bad, Cogitator. Heck yeah, second gear. Nice. Jeff Bridges. Sick. Okay, back to base. And I think that unlocks our next level. Yeah. The Liminal Deserts. I like how the lift kind of upgrades and looks more and more hectic each time. So this guy now says nearby wheat fields regrow 25% faster. So actually, if I can get in a sensible location here, that works out pretty well. And the cohabitants don't have the ability yet where they automatically harvest resources around them, but we can also now build a farm. And what the farm does is if you assign a character there, they will harvest wheat. So what we can do, if I back over here and rearrange some of these, move the forest out of the way for now. And then we build a farm there. Obviously we've got to do the construction thing, but then we can assign the knight to it, for example. And this unlocks a new character, but we don't have enough resources for it yet, so we need more woods, which means we've got to this guy in, probably down here, put that there, actually no, put that right here. We've got a decent amount of stone now, so how about we do this, and then just kind of have them bounce up this alley here. Something like that. That should about do to keep us like hemmed in. Don't think we need to do a whole lot else. We can't build that yet. Obviously, if we built a lot more of the resources, we could get a lot more building done. But I think we're doing okay for now. And yeah, if I just get them zigzagging up this. Give that a try. Oh, they all left. They all went in the corner over there. Come back, hit that. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay, the harvest clock runs pretty fast, so that's okay in the end. And now if we do this, we can assign... Yeah, we'll put the warrior here. Although he collects more wheat with bouncing around, so... Maybe we put the repentant in here? Because he's the only one who doesn't have an ability yet. Oh, the upgrade reduces cooldown. Okay, that's nice. I might actually do that. But again, that's nothing I have to build. Okay, cool. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Right. So now I can build that single family home. And we'll just put this back here for now, and then we can construct that on our next phase. The embedded is back. We haven't beat Snowy Shores with him, but I'm kind of interested in checking out the Liminal Desert, and it seems like this guy is really fit for the environment with all of the bandages. Oh! Okay, I've not seen the theme of this level before, because I unlocked it on my other playthrough, but then I was like, let me do this on stream. Oh, there's lasers. Oh my god, they have lasers now. I thought I was the only one with lasers. That's a concern. Okay, burn seems like it'll be helpful here. And there's enemies that move around. Oh my god, they keep adding mechanics, dude. I'm like, what's this going to be like once we hit like higher levels? Oh, and the patch of quicksand there, I do not like the look of. Like all, people who grew up in like the 90s, I have a healthy fear of quicksand instilled in me by all sorts of movies. Vision. That's nice. That's looking pretty healthy. Or Ghost Bleed or Slingshot. I kind of feel like Slingshot. We're getting a lot of gems here. Seems like they don't have shields yet, but we might see shields coming up in future. Doing a reasonable job at avoiding lasers so far. Okay, egg sack, yes. Love that. Okay, fusion, poison and burn. Weeks. By the way, if you guys weren't aware of this, because I haven't really mentioned it up until this point, Midnight Oil. Yes. No, I like this one. You can also, if you want to, control the speed at which this game is played. Like if I tap the shoulder buttons, I don't know why you would want to play on like, oh my god, those Burrow, that's horrifying. If you tap the shoulder buttons, you can increase or decrease the speed, but I always just have it on maximum speed because I think it defaults to that. So it's actually pretty fun that you can slow it down if things are getting too hectic, and you obviously your character moves at the same at a reduced speed as well. But okay, we made it to the first mini boss. I was surprised by that actually. Oh god. This one's going to have massive lasers, isn't it? Yep, thought so. He's a firing his laser. But once again, if we stand up relatively close to the boss and kind of bounce it off the backboard here, should be okay. Go on. Let's try it off the wall for a second, just so we can get a couple of extra quick hits. Oh, I don't know if I have the upgrades. Nope, didn't think so. Oh, we did. We did. Military Academy. I've not seen this one yet. Increases strength scaling to D. As your strength gets higher, improved rated stats like base damage improve faster. Nice. Yeah, let's upgrade Bleed. And then we'll fuse Ghost and Egg Sack. Yes. To make some ghostly egg sacks. Or possibly exactly ghosts. I like the enemy design here a lot. I'm also about to die, so... Yikes. Fun! Good work, the embedded. We found a new thing. While we were gone, 3 wheat was gathered. Alright, well, we can continue construction on the farm upgrades. We can build this because it just needs wheat. Military Academy. Okay, cool. I'm going to pop this here for now, but then we'll rearrange some stuff. So then if I do this... like that. And then we have a little cul-de-sac that they can get into. Or we do this. Even better. And we'll leave a forest over there. And I'll block this off if I can, because it seemed like they all got stuck back there last time. Probably won't happen this time, but just to be sure. And then, yeah, let's get in here. Have at it, lads. Incredible, that thing was built almost instantly. Wonderful, okay, and they can't get to the top part of town. The Empty Nester. Excellent. So we can make as many farms as we want to, it turns out. We can also now expand a little further. I'm kind of reticent to do this, but... let's do this. Okay, yeah, and then it takes a little bit more. We are running out of space a little bit down here, so... Alright, let's see how we do here. So what else do I need for this? 50 wood. So I need to make like an entire forest over here somewhere, I think. But what I want to do is play another level with the cohabitants, because it seems like playing with them is going to upgrade their house, or like whether it's because they level up, or if it's because they complete levels, but that like upgrades their abode, and that means it gains new abilities. Because when this guy beat 2 levels, his villa gained that ability, right? The Empty Nester, though, finally some peace and quiet. No baby balls. Each shot shoots multiple instances of one special equipped ball, and it starts with Ghost. I want to give this a try, and then we'll play with the cohabitants. I love this game. I was so addicted for days. Yeah, I kind of thought I should play this on stream just so I don't end up playing it all evening. Oh, this feels weird already. Not having the baby balls feels like a bad thing. Like, it's cool that you can fire multiple special balls, but then, like, half the upgrades I feel like I've had were for baby balls, so if those just don't apply... Okay, Ghost and Bleed, Ghost and Poison... I think Poison's going to be better because Bleed means they receive 1 damage per stack when hit by a ball. And they're not getting hit by balls all that much. So I can see why Bleed is probably not the play here. I do like having the like extra little money incentive to use a different character, though. It's kind of like the let's do Poison on too. The Dark Thirst thing in Hades that encourages you to use some weapons that you might not have used yet because you earn currency for them. Oh, horizontal laser is it? That sounds good. And then lightning. We need all the special balls we can get because that's basically what this guy's whole thing is. And I thought he was going to throw 2 of each special ball, but it turns out he just throws 2 of whatever one he's got handy, I guess. I feel like the strength improvements are really going to help with this guy, though. Although it's endurance, so maybe he's just, like, tanky? Huh. We'll take the magnet, though. Get a little bit of extra pickup range. That's kind of nice. We'll need the upgrades when we can get them, right? It's also really funny that he starts with the ghost ball, considering that one takes ages to come back. Pressure valve, though? Yeah. That sounds good to me. Okay, I'm not hating this as much as I expected to, somehow. Can I get those to... Like, if I could get those to go down the back, that would work. Lightning, sure. Yeah, I really need to hit the enemies behind him so that they bounce the ball back at him. There we go. Okay. Nice. That's not too bad then. Cursed Elixir. When a poisoned enemy dies, 10% chance of them to come back as a zombie that moves up the board and fights enemies. Wow. Yeah, I think we need Ghost and Laser. Or Ghost and Lightning would be good too, but Laser's fine. Fill the empty nest would be a she. Yeah, I'm just using male pronoun as the default neutral pronoun, which is not great, but yeah, looks potentially more like a she, who knows. Now we know there's so many good wind combos from playing as the Cogitator, I'm all about finding the good wind combos. Okay, anticlimactic. At least we can get level 3 win from that. So any fusion reactors that come up next means that we can actually evolve some of these. I know this is only Boneyard, but we're not doing too badly here. I was expecting this to be a lot worse with no baby balls. It's basically the entire opposite of the cohabitants though, right? I haven't seen this zombie thing work yet. Oh no, there's one. Oh, wind and poison though. We haven't tried this. Even the Cogitator hasn't pulled this out of his hat. What is this? Noxious. Passes through enemies, applies 3 stacks of poison to enemies. Nice. Okay, cool. And yeah, it works sort of the same visual, but oh man, look at that. It really gets them, huh? It's kind of nice being able to keep track of what you've hit in such an obvious way. Okay, okay. We can get poison back again, or we can get ghost back again. I think we'll go all in on poison. Especially since we can fire, like, multiples of some of these. I feel like this guy's not taking fast enough damage, unfortunately. Yeah, it's one of those problems where I'm not doing a ton of damage to this guy because he's, like, right up close at the front. Okay, last-ditch effort, Sapphire Dagger. No, it's not going to make a difference. This guy's tanky. He might live for another couple of hits. But no more than that. She might live through another couple more hits. Still not enough wood for that. But yeah, I think we're probably going to wrap things up here just on account of it being the time I normally end my stream. But we've made a fun little start here. We could maybe create a little castle district over here. I can see how it would make sense to have the buildings that you can upgrade sort of all in one place. Have this be like the bonus district, then there could be a thing that's like the scaling district, where the military academy and the alchemist go. This we can upgrade, so we've got a lot of wheat. And now we have no wheat. But yeah, like we could do a lot of optimizing of base situations. If we put all of these over here, they all seem to be roughly the same shape as well. The sort of upgrade-centric buildings. But then we got to bring stuff into the middle, really, to have it get built. And then watch them run around the little cul-de-sac and completely miss all of the resources. Incredible. I chose the worst possible angle. Then that can go over here now. Nice. Okay, that is where we'll end the stream for today. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed a little look at this. I don't know if I'll be playing it much more on stream. We'll see, but I do like mixing things up a little bit. We'll be back to Hollow Knight, I think, for the next stream, and maybe we'll go on and off. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to send you folks over to somebody else who's streaming here on Twitch, so we can drop a raid on somebody, and I'll be back over the weekend, probably. I'll send you folks over to Apothic today. Apothic is playing Minecraft, a game you might have heard of. And it looks like they're building with Cherry. So go say hi to Apothic. Bear in mind that their stream is not always family friendly. It's adult language and adult conversation can happen over there. So if that's a concern for you, of course, feel free to click away. I'll be back over the weekend, so see you all on Sunday, probably, for another stream. Until then, take care, have a good one. Bye for now.